And then we go out to these parties and we come back to the dorm. And now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I see this girl and she's walking up the steps of the dorm and she's got her arms around two friends and she's crying hysterically. And I go, what the fuck happened? And they said, well, she just got sexually assaulted by this guy. I go, well, where is he? They said he took off. He's wearing a Bellevue Middle School hoodie sweatshirt. I don't remember what it said, but it was something really specific. So I'm standing there with this other kid, Jeff, and I didn't know Jeff. I'd never met him before. We went on to become close friends, still friends with him to this day. I met him that night. And so they described his sweatshirt, and we go to Com Ave. Basically, BU's campus is built on one avenue. It's not round. It's a straight line. So we get to Com Ave, and we're in the middle of it. So I go, all right, I'll go up, you go down. Let's find this guy. So I run up, and sure enough, I'm 5'8", 150 pounds. Of course, I come on the guy, and the guy's a football player, and he's with a buddy who's a football player, but he's got the sweatshirt on. And I said, hey, they want to talk to you back at Sleeper Dorm. And we have a couple words, and then his friend comes over and he knocks me down, and then they take off. Just, cocky, so not at a sprint, just a jog away from me. And I'm on the ground. I find a very fine fruit punch bottle. I smash it in half, and I chase these guys up the street. And they cut into Hamilton House, which was a dorm about 2 blocks away. And they go in, but the dorm, the security guard, there's a lobby, and to get through the door, which is bulletproof glass, that guy's got to buzz you in. So he's about to buzz him in. I come running in with the bottle. I go, these guys are wanted on the other campus for rape. So the guy doesn't buzz him in. 2 guys turn on me. They come at me. I hold up the bottle. I say to the guy, call the cops. He calls the cops. It takes about 4 minutes. And I got these 2 football players, and I got a bottle. And I got them. And the cops show up, and they take statements from everybody. And everybody goes home. And I got a call from the head of the dorms about 4 days later saying that these guys are pressing charges on me for assault with a deadly weapon. And that the girl who got assaulted, she's not pressing charges. Because it's her freshman year, it's the first week of school. She's been taking SAT prep courses, taking AP classes in high school, all leading up to this experience. College is her first week. And she decides, I don't want to spend my freshman year in a courtroom. I don't want to get taken apart by the prosecution. I don't want to, whatever. And she wasn't raped like penetration, but she was assaulted.
Which means?
I don't know. Could mean a lot of different things. But I mean, she wasn't penetrated. So, not that means anything, but just the reason I say that is because I was thinking about rape kit, and there wouldn't have been a rape kit in this case. So she didn't have to undergo that. So I say to her, look, you gotta press charges on these guys. So we did that. She leveraged it. She goes, well, if they don't drop the charges on Greg, I'm pressing charges on that guy for assault. So it all came out in the wash. They dropped the charges. She dropped the charges. We went on. But it made me think at that time, you don't put yourself in the reality of a woman is up against when she's got to press charges. And what else is going on in her life that would give her the flexibility and the strength and the independence from everything else in her life to be able to follow that track. And it might not have been the time for her at the time that this happened. She's at Yale. This other girl, she was a Puerto Rican girl at Yale. That was half of 1% of the population? She was low income. She was there on scholarships. She already felt like she didn't fit in. Everybody else at Yale is wearing fucking corduroy blazers with leather patches on the elbows and pipes. And here she is, this Puerto Rican girl, probably wearing Sassoon jeans and a halter top. She doesn't know how to fit in. And now she's going to press charges on a guy who's Kavanaugh. This guy who's a made man. His father went here. His grandfather went here. So she sat on it.
This is a reality on college campuses.
Right.
Because I used to hear about little things in Boulder that would I wasn't a private investigator, but I would just hear things.
Yeah.
You just heard little things that this fraternity was kind of crooked or whatever, and girls pass out and they run trains by them and shit like that.
Right.
That was never really my thing. I didn't understand that whole thing.
Yeah.
There was a girl in my hometown that they called Marathon Woman. There was this family, the Denny's, The Denny's were a fucked up family, but thank God for them. I got my license a year earlier. I got my driver's license when I was 16. Because,
You use one of their IDs?
no, because their uncle owned a driving school.
Oh, okay.
So for like $50, you get a license, no matter how old you were. If you had a mustache and looked 17, you got a license. But one of them was a guitar player, and he acted. He did everything like Jimmy Page, and he got some fucking groupie chick. And you'd roll up on him, and he wasn't a bad kid. He was shaking your hand. Hey, what's up? You know, he was one of the few kids in the early 70s that had long hair in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he would ask you, you want to get your dick sucked? She'll suck your dick. And I was like scared of all that stuff at that age. So I just avoided.
How old were you?
I had to be 14 or 15. When I first met Jimmy, I had to be maybe 12. But as I got older, I started hanging out with Jimmy's brother. When my mother died, I started hanging out with Jimmy's brother, who people would pull me aside and go, why are you hanging out with the devil?
Yeah.
And I liked him because he was the devil. But after a year, I couldn't hang out with him no more because he double-crossed you on every deal.
Yeah.
You always got double-crossed. He was just a bag of lies. But it was an experience. But his brother would take that chick to like a house party and go, everybody want their dick sucked? And everybody would go, yeah. And she'd go in the room, and he would send guys in one by one. Nobody paid $1.
Why'd she do it?
She just liked it. She just liked it. There's 1,000 different variants. One night she blew 18 guys, the other night she blew 21. She did that thing twice and would go to high school the next day.
Jesus.
And she would sit in the middle of the class, and the guys in the back would go, Marathon Woman, Marathon Woman, and she wouldn't turn around. It was, and even now, thinking back, I still remember what her face looked like, and you could tell there was something not right with her.
Sadness.
There was something, no. There was something not right with her. Like she was a half something.
Yeah.
Something wasn't right with
Jesus,
her.
That's a sad story.
She graduated because she was a year older than me. And I remember I was like a junior when she went off. I was a sophomore. My mother died sophomore year. I was a sophomore when the rumors of her started coming up. And then one day we went to school and it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like she had blown 18 guys and came out and burped. She said, who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
Jesus.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.